welcome back to Burnout Breakdown. It's been a pretty good minute here. Haven't been on Burnout Breakdown in quite some time, I feel like, and it's always good to get back, get to the action. And I am joined here by two guests, Declan
Yo.
and Moonlight.
Hello.
So, we are here post Texas Motor Speedway, as you guys see on the wall behind us. So this is what I'm gonna try and do from now on with our post race. I'm gonna put a picture of the winner and some other pictures of the night. Fun guy picks up race one of the chase. Um, Declan, he's your teammate. First win for Team Bonsai this year. Um, whoops. But besides that, let's get into introducing our guests here. So Declan had a stellar night tonight here in Texas, which we will get into. But as of now, Declan currently sits as your points leader. After tonight, he has his best finish is second, which he got again tonight. He has two second place finishes this year. He is, I believe, a 10-time winner in the Pro Series, um, a two-time regular season champion, and one of the most well-known talents in the league ever since his joining in season 17. And my other guest tonight is Moonlight, who entered in fourth in points, is currently 11th after tonight in Texas, the first race of the points chase. Sorry, he is a two-time Pro Series winner, joined last season, and making a name for himself. Pretty consistent here. He drives the number 31 for Burnout Enterprises, whereas Declan drives the number 5 Chevrolet for Team Bonsai. So, um, Declan, we'll start with you. Points leader. Great night tonight. You finished second in the race, second in both stages. That is 130 points, and that shoots you up to the points lead. One of your best nights on record, without a doubt, without a dub. And um, you've been battling with some confidence issues, especially this season, especially after Kansas. That was a heartbreak of a loss there. Um, but even without the win tonight, I'm sure it kind of feels like winning when you put yourself to the top of the board in today's kind of competition. How are you feeling after Texas Motor Speedway's race tonight?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. As you said, the confidence issue. I just feel like that I've kept on missing chances to get wins when I probably should have gotten them. It was unfortunate, but I trusted that although I've been down the dumps and confidence wise, I could get it back, and this was the perfect race to show it. Texas has always been a good race for myself. Always had good pace here, and it held true again. And if there was anyone I wanted to win other than myself, it would be my teammate. I'm just glad that we, Bonsai, finally got, a win. It's been forever.
Yeah, it's the first time in league history that since my team's been a thing that we've gone winless throughout the regular season. Um, and part of that is due to showing. But the other part is we had some unlucky stretches, mostly from you. Really, because Flying Guy didn't show much. He got second in the Daytona 500, really close to that win. But really, after that, he just wasn't. He was good, but not good enough. Whereas you showed flashes where you definitely could have won. And Zach was inactive for half the year, and Kitty hasn't shown. So had a lot of issues. It's good to finally get one though. It feels really good. I got to make that post in the server. It's been a while, that's for sure. It feels really good though to have us back in victory lane, and no better guy to do it than Fun Guy. He's really taken that role of. Uh, I would say he's taken that role personally. I think as our flagship driver. I mean, with the performance he put up last season, 3 wins, championship appearance, just a stellar performance. That's his fourth career win, I believe. Sorry, fifth career win, and that's amazing. Um, really good to have him on the team. He's one of the best, I think, one of the best additions to our team uh, in a long time. So it's good to have him get back in victory lane. But yeah, man, let's talk about you, points leader. How are you feeling in this chase right now? Do you think that you can keep that points lead?
If I keep showing up and having speed like I did tonight, then for sure. But I want to mention one thing. A lot of people will take this race and like, oh, I should have won, and Fungi might backed into it. No, I made a lot of mistakes tonight in the middle part of the race that cost me. Fungi may have not shown a race winning speed, but the one thing he has always had on me over the last few seasons as teammates at Bonsai is he's there when it matters. I can be up there all day long, but when it actually matters, I just kind of dwindle away, and it's just really good for him. I'm sure Bonsai being winless as a whole has been a confidence dropper for all of us.
Yeah,
But it's great to see that Fungi is also more confident in himself as a driver, as much as I am. But yeah, points lead feels kind of good. Obviously, that's the goal at the end of the season, right?
yeah.
And we just gotta keep it up.
And I gotta ask, like throughout your years being here, like I said, you're a two-time regular season champion. Season 17, your rookie year, and season 19. Um, you know what it takes to, at those times it was a playoff format, but to win the regular season, it's all about points. And now that we have the chase here, you know what it takes to to win on points when it. Sorry. Oh yeah, I was right. Sorry, you know what it takes to win on points. So I gotta ask, do you genuinely think that um I know showing is a big part of it, but with the speed that we've seen out of people, and I gotta mention him, Zorgo this year. You beat him in season 17, but you didn't win that championship, but you did beat him throughout the entire year. Do you think you could do that again?
I definitely think it's possible. Nothing certain though, as it is race one, but I just gotta show up and get those points. Probably gonna be a lot more aggressive with the stage points for the rest of the season. In all honesty, especially considering now where wins will get you far, but those stage points, man, they're so valuable now. They weren't as valuable when Zorgo was pulling away because of the amount of stage points he had and just how good he was running. But considering the point we are in the season, stage points are now very valuable, and we want to always get stage points. So we're going to be a lot more aggressive with getting those points. At least I know I will, and I don't doubt that some other drivers will, especially considering that guys like the guy to my left are going to have to get more aggressive to just make up that gap. But in honestly, the way I see it, it's going to be more like a game of chess now. What are you going to be willing to risk and do to get to the spot where you need to be come the finale?
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I think once you get to a spot like this, when it's all about points, it's all about taking those risks. And the last time that we had a chase format, it was season 16, and that was a battle all the way to the end between Zorgo and Coop, and Zorgo got the upper hand, and um, that resulted in his second and to this day most recent Pro Series championship. So he knows what it takes. He's always been that guy, really the guy to beat at most tracks. But he is beatable. I think a lot of people, ever since really since like season 16 around that time, people really view him as unbeatable at times. Like they view him as I'm not sure how to explain it, but there's been people who have generally got their morale, and this happened to other people about you in season 17. Like people wanted to stop racing, like Hallows. I remember him talking about, it's the same thing every time. Declan wins every race, and I'm sure that you wish you could go back to that kind of day. A lot of people wish that they could go back to the day where they were winning every race. I know Coop. It's ever since, I mean, before last season, dude. I mean, you remember Coop he was not in the right spot. Like he didn't know what was going on. He went from winning like at least four a season to zero in 1 year.
Yeah.
Then he won the championship and then zero again. And you just you never know what's gonna happen with those playoff formats. And now at the end of season 20, what a performance from Coop last season. 5 wins. Um, and now he starts the playoffs here with 3 wins. I really do still think that Coop is going to be a major force to be reckoned with. I don't see this 18 slowing down. I think he's got one or two wins left in him. We're going to some tracks that, I mean, not he is good everywhere. Don't get me wrong, but we're going to some tracks where Coop is arguably the greatest at, and that's going to be. I mean, you've been his teammate before. You've raced with him plenty of times. You know how he is. You know how tough it is to beat him at points. Um,
Yeah,
there's going to be people who seem like they might be a little inconsistent or they might be out of it. They will catch stride. That's how the playoffs work. Someone always catches fire. Um, Zorgo's had fire the entire regular season, and maybe that continues. But from what we saw tonight, a last place finish. Maybe today's the day where the it starts to swing.
I mean, yeah, you never want to take any success you have for granted because you never know when the last one is.
Yeah,
So
without a doubt.
you're always just trying to stay on top of it. And obviously, I don't doubt that Coop is going to be a major threat. Being his teammate for the longest time, I know how he gets at this point in the year. Wouldn't be surprised if he starts making very aggressive moves. He gets he gets he's like me. He gets very emotional when he's racing, especially when he's trying hard. We both get very emotional. We both get very aggressive when
Yeah,
we're
he
really at
wants
our
to
peak.
he wants to win. That's for sure. Um,
Yeah.
and he's done more winning than everyone else, so you really can't blame him.
Hmm.
Um, let's go to Moonlight here. Moonlight, you entered in the chase here, fourth in points, and after an 11th place finish tonight, you are coincidentally 11th in points. Not at all the night you wanted. We got two ends of the spectrum here. Um, but with what we've seen from you throughout the year, you have been very, very consistent, and it's been fun to watch you silently be up there in the top five in points. How are you feeling after a night like this?
I mean, starting P4 in the chase was really good. Like after missing 3 races, I thought I would do good in Texas. Like last year, I was running, or last season, I was running what top 3 the whole race, right behind my team owner Jaw, and I thought I was gonna do good, but I saw it was a different track model or different Texas model, and I qualified P3. I got stuck on the outside, just fell to the back, and I couldn't make myself like go back up to the front like I wanted to because everybody just couldn't stop sprinting. Like I don't want to call out any names, but a lot of or like 2 non-chase drivers kept sending it on me. Like it was just annoying. And then at the end with what I did, I was just really pissed off. And my teammates as a whole, like we could not work together and we just kept losing so much time on like the leaders or like even the guys in front of us. We would just keep falling back because we didn't know how to work together.
Yeah, I actually kind of want to talk about that. Burnout Enterprises has been, I mean, you got all four cars in the chase here, and this is great. This is your second ever year as a team. You guys have proven that already that you're championship worthy. However, late in this year, you guys have just shown a very uh big lack of teamwork. And despite this lack of teamwork, you guys are all still really fast, but it's definitely hurting you. At least deep down. So how do you manage something like that on track with three other teammates, a full team, especially all of you in the chase? And do you do you still talk to some of your teammates as if they're teammates? Like I know Little Jaw is kind of trying to be the peacekeeper as the owner of the team. But what do you do?
I mean, on the track as a team, like I try my best to work with them, but then Cameron, like he just doesn't get the races that he wants to and just brings it out on his team. And after the race, we always say to like not act like that to your obviously to your own teammates or to anybody, even if your race is going bad. And either way, he still kind of does it. And then Roken, on the other hand, I mean, he just does some stupid stuff that could really affect us and him and other people. And Jaw, he's just really nice on the track. And I talked to Cameron different than what I did last year or last season, like I said, because he's just been weird lately. I'm not gonna really lie or say anything more than that. But I mean, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I, I I still think this is a huge accomplishment. I mean, Cameron has been by far, at least in my opinion, I mean, it should be obvious that he's been the best of the bunch in terms of speed. 2 wins on the season, 1 pole, second in points, finished second in the regular season. Uh, Showed up today in second and finished today in second in points. He's still up there, only 15 points behind our leader Declan right here. Like that's some major consistency. Hasn't missed a race all year. That's also what it can boil down to sometimes. Um, but at the same time, I don't know. To me, the lack of teamwork will eventually hurt you. But I really don't see. I think you guys do lock in like really well at the tracks where teamwork actually matters, like the super speedways. You guys are very controlling, and we do have one super speedway in these chase, and that's a shake-up track. You know, nothing certain there. If a guy like Zorgo wins at Sven Super Speedway, that's really really bad for the rest of the field. Um, so I don't know. That's a track where you guys need to be on point in terms of teamwork. Um, but yeah, really nothing much I could say about that other than it needs to get better. Um, let's look here. Hold on. I had a note sheet for myself. All right. Yeah, let's talk about that. So let's go race by race here. Iowa, next up on the list. Short track. Declan, your last time racing Iowa was season 19, uh, where you finished sixth. You did not show up to Iowa last season. How are you feeling going into Iowa, especially as the points leader here?
I get stage points to get out of there. Iowa's been an on and off track for me. I have no idea how we're gonna do this year. I'm either like a top 3 car, or I'm a bottom 3 car. There's no in between. So if we can't just get stage points and just carry on, we're trying to maximize our points. And if it causes us to ruin our race strategy for the final stage, then so be it, man.
Yeah.
We just need to get the points. But I don't have too much high expectations for Iowa next week.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be a bad showing. I really think you'll do good wherever you go. Good enough anyway. But that's been a track, especially in years past. I don't think every single race that Zorgo's raced there, I don't think he's lost, genuinely.
I don't
Um,
think you're wrong on that. Realistically, I think the only driver that's gonna have people that are gonna have something for him is Vortex if he shows. Honestly, Moonlight could probably be a sleeper.
I want to get to that.
I,
Moonlight, you're the most recent Iowa winner. Um, you won there last season, really shocked the field there. Burnout Enterprises actually was really quick. You and Cameron, I remember. Um, that could be really good for you. But like I said, I gotta warn you. I really, I'm 90% sure Zorgo has never lost at Iowa when he's raced there. The last time he did, Milky was without a doubt the fastest car. He beat Zorgo straight up, but a late race yellow cost Milky the win and put Zorgo back out front, and that's how that ended. But I gotta ask, do you think that you can replicate what you did last season, or do you think it's gonna take a lot to beat him?
it's definitely gonna take way more than it did last season. Like knowing if we have the same amount of cars that we had at Texas and Iowa, the short like knowing it's a short track, you're gonna see a lot of sending, and it's probably gonna be hard to make a lot of ground if Zorgo gets out to the lead, and he's just really fast. I think I could probably be a top 3 car, but not enough to get the win. It will be really good to get the win and really good for my playoffs or for my chase. But I mean, other than that, I don't think I have a chance on winning. And next race, the Indy Road Course, I got second that last race, and I'm pretty good there. If Coop doesn't show, I feel like I could get the win there.
Yeah, I I agree. I think you've been quick all year. Iowa seems to be one of your better tracks, obviously in history. But I do think it's gonna take a lot out of you. Um, to if Zorgo is on his A game there. Um, I think it's going to. I think it's gonna be rough. I think it's just the story of the season, man. Zorgo is the guy to beat. Um, I think that it's possible though, and I actually have faith deep down. I really hope I don't jinx anything. I do not think Zorgo is going to be this champion. I don't think that at all. I think I don't know. I can't really place a bet on who it'd be. But I do not think that the 44 is going to win the championship, and I don't even know if he thinks that right now with the way he's been talking. He was really really nervous going into the race today, and honestly, it looks like he should have been. He was quick. I don't think he was as quick as the stages showed. Third of those stages is good, but I don't think he was a top three car tonight. I think he was a fifth or sixth place car who finished way worse than he should have. Um, which sucks. You never want that, but I know most of the field wanted that, and sure you guys wanted that. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I do think Zorgo is the best of the regular season. I do not think he is going to be the same driver that you had to beat in the regular season in the chase. That's just me though. I don't know. But you never want to finish last, and that's a real morale dropper. I mean, Declan, you've been on the receiving end of a last place finish most likely. How does that feel after like the race after you finish last? You feel like you don't want to do anything. At least that's what
Yeah.
I feel like.
I think the first case this happened was a season 17 auto club. I got turned coming to two to go. I finished last, and even though I had a large points gap, I was very distraught and upset. I didn't know if I even wanted to show up to the next race. Thankfully, I did, because I'm pretty sure I bounced back with a win. But last place, it always sucks. You always want to beat at least one car, but just the feeling of being last is really tough on you as a
Yeah,
driver.
I remember when I finished last, I, I expected so much of myself the race after. I expected I need to do good. I need to even win if I can. Like this needs to be the best that I've ever been, and it never turns out that way. You can never go into a race. Everyone says really like yeah, it's good to have confidence, but you should never go into a race thinking you need to do a certain amount of good because you won't. It's not gonna work out, and that's terrible. Um, it's a terrible feeling.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, let's go into the next race. Indy Road Course here. Most recent winner there was Coop. That was last season. I'm sure he'll be a threat again. You know, those are his types of tracks. Season prior, Indy Road Course winner was Laser. I'm sure he'll be a threat. He's always been a road course ringer. Declan, Indy Road Course, you finished fourth in season 19, and I'm not sure if you showed last season. We're about to find out.
I
Um,
don't think I did. I kind of stopped showing up at the second
yeah,
half
you
of
did not
last
show up.
season.
Moonlight, last season you finished second in Indy Road Course. Um, so Declan, I'll ask you, how do you feel going into a road course after Iowa?
Well, I feel like I've always been strong on the road courses, so I feel like I got like a very good shot. If I had a great shot today, I feel like I'm gonna have a great shot at Indy. I'm really excited for Indy. Just really excited to do my thing. I'm just I've always liked going to road courses. They've been a specialty of mine, just racing in general. So I'm really excited for it,
Yeah, I
and I
think
can't wait to get to work.
in history you have four road course wins, three of them in one season. None of them are all the same though. You won CTMP, Road America, and Sonoma in season 17, and then Watkins Glen to finish out the regular season in season 19. Um, you've always been one of the better road course drivers. Laser though is a really good road course driver. I do honestly expect him to do really well. We'll see how that goes. He's been getting really fast everywhere else as well. Laser could honestly, if he keeps showing up, I think Laser will be a championship threat without a doubt. Um, in terms of other
Hmm.
road course ringers in the field, I wouldn't expect Zorgo to do amazing at Iowa or at Indianapolis. He won't be slow by any means, but I don't think he'll have winning speed. I really would expect Coop to be just as fast as he was last season. I think he has winning speed. Um, who else is a good road course driver in the field? Let's see here. I'm not really sure about Toast, Roken, and them. Uh, you'll see Vortex at the front. Vortex should be pretty quick.
If he
And I
shows up.
and I imagine Fun Guy will be fast as well. But yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't know. That's gonna be a tough one. Moonlight, what about you?
Uh, I mean, for the indie road course, I mean, yeah, like I said, I'm really good there. And like the last road course, I got third, and I at the Watkins Glen. So I'd say I'm pretty good on the road courses. I I didn't race Watkins Glen last season, but like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like I just do pretty good.
Yeah, I think it'll be a really good track for you. I think I think you really are a sleeper in terms of the points that the consistency of points, I should say, that you have under your belt. I think you're one of the better drivers in the field in terms of getting points and leaving. Like this season, you've been a sleeper, dude, and you've been really close to wins for sure. But I don't even think you should be upset about no wins right now. Like with the way you've been running, you have what?
Mm.
Let's see, multiple third place finishes, second place finishes your highest. That was at Watkins Glen, I believe. Um, no, you finished third that race. Race is this? 15th. Auto Club, you finished second. Um, just a really good race, or sorry, season for you so far. I think this is a bummer of a day in Texas, especially at a track where you really weren't that slow, and you were also fast last year. It always sucks. It always sucks when you go to a track where you were fast the season prior and you're fully expecting to be like that again, and then you just weren't. I actually really feel bad for Little Jaw. I think Little Jaw was one of the fastest cars tonight. I think he was honestly the second fastest car, and I'll be honest, some of the strategy he did to himself. But that stage win, like man, I think Declan. I'll be honest, I think he could have you and him could have had a battle. He could have given you a run for your money, but
Yeah.
just what a night from Little Jaw. It sucks because he's been pretty inconsistent this year, and even with that win at Dover, it sucks because he's a driver that everyone really likes, and I love him. I think he's one of the most likable guys in the field, and I really think that he deserves more wins than what he's got in his career. It's awesome that he got that championship. I'll always look back on that as one of my favorite years. He's an 8-time winner, which is really, really good, but for how long he's been here, you'd think it'd be more. And I really hope by the end of his career he reaches 10. He just needs two more, and I thought tonight honestly could have been one of them. Um, but next up, we'll kind of speed run here a little bit. Bristol, that's a tough one with the guys that we have in the field. Vortex, Coop, Zorgo, really fast at Bristol. Little Jaw. Um, I I think that Vortex has been really quick at these short tracks, but I'm sorry, dude. Coop has been a menace at these short tracks as of late. I really think that Bristol is a place where I predict Coop to win. I'll be completely flat out honest. I think Coop is going to win Bristol. I think he's going to be the driver to beat. Let's see here. So that was race 29 last season. So Declan, you did not show that race. Moonlight, you finished 10th at Bristol last year. Uh, not good. Declan, season 19 at Bristol, you finished 6th. So how do you guys feel going into Bristol? We'll start with you, Declan.
Um, Honestly, more positive than most short tracks. I feel like despite the finishes not being there, pace at Bristol has usually never been an issue for me. I've always been one of the faster cars, So I feel like if I can do what I did at Texas today, I think Bristol could be a good race for us.
I
That's
agree.
really it.
Moonlight, what about you? Oh, Moonlight, you good? All right, well, that's something. We'll skip over Sven Super Speedway. I imagine you guys know how you'll race at a super speedway. I actually expect Moonlight to do pretty good there. Then we're gonna go into a place where Declan, I think you should light up if anything. Inside Darlington, Southern 500.
Ooh.
Um, it's always been a good place for you. Season 17 winner. Last year was Dino. He won that one on fuel. Um, and the year prior, season 19, that was probably Hallows. Hallows has always been, yeah, it was. He's always been really good at Darlington. Hallows has. I'm planning on 120 laps. That's how it was last year. Turned out to be fuel mileage at the end of that one. That's where Dino got the win, and then you got to win the race right after at Rockingham. That was your only win last year. Let's see if you raced there at Darlington last year. I think you did. So it's race what 13. You finished ninth at Darlington. I'm not sure if there's more to it. Let's look in the.
I think it's because, like you said, it was field strategy. And, I'm not the best at that, so I probably had to pit.
Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna scroll up here. We'll look at it. Yeah, so you finished in both stages. You finished fifth in stage one, fourth in stage two, with a ninth place finish at the end of it. Fun guy seemed pretty quick. Um, that's not. I think that is due to the fuel strategy. Not what you wanted probably that race, but Darlington is the type of track that you've always been good at. It's a track you've been good at. Track that you've won at. Um, so how are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I vote not only in divisional but in racing in general. I've always loved Darlington. It's a track that really fits my driving style, like patient, aggressive. I can be patient but aggressive when I need to be, and I feel like Darlington is a track that fits that racing style perfectly. You need to be patient because Darlington is such a tight track, but it's also a track that you can get very aggressive in. So I feel like if it fits my driving style, like I think it will, I think we're setting up for it to be a great race for us. A lot of good tracks lined up for us to start.
I agree, and I think Moonlight's still not here right now, which is fine. Uh, as we go into Canadian Tire, that's a place where you've also won it. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, there's been a lot of races at Canadian Tire that I haven't won that I'll still be very good at. Canadian Tire probably being the most obvious one. I've always loved Canadian Tire. It's been a great place for us, and I'm just really excited for that race too. Mainly the road courses are the ones I'm excited for, because road courses just let me show off my road course town, which is what kind of put me on the map, not only in divisional but just in general for racing.
Yeah, I agree. Um, I don't know. Canadian Tire is one of the most historical tracks in the league. Um, yeah, I know Cameron's gonna want to do the good there home track. What's coincidental is it's actually the 27th race on the schedule, and that's Cameron's number, so that's pretty cool. We'll see what he can do there. He's never really been a road course prowess type of person, you know. I'm not actually sure where he finished last season, if he was even there. Canadian Tire was race six of the year. He finished fifth. Okay, it's respectable actually. I don't know. It's not an easy track actually. I'll be honest. It is it can be a hard road course at times. So
Mhm.
track position really matters. Um, yeah, we'll see what happens. After that, we head to Nashville for the first time in the Pro Series history. That's gonna be it's gonna be interesting. We've only ever raced Nashville once. It was D2 a long time ago. Potato won that race. How do you
How's he
feel going
gaining
into it?
time?
How do you feel going into Nashville?
Uh, considering that I've never raced on in these cars, don't know. It's just gonna be. I think my strategy for Nashville is gonna be just, just think, just feel it in turn 3, see the speed, and just thinking I'm gonna pick a braking point and how much to brake, and I'm just gonna try and make it stick. That's kind
Yeah,
of what you gotta do in situations like this.
without a doubt. Um, After that, we had the Las Vegas, which has always been a good track for you. Earlier this year, you finished fourth there, finished in both stages. You did you win there in season 17? I don't think you did. No, you might have actually. No, I think it was Zorgo. Uh, besides that, sorry, Declan, you've always been a great driver at Las Vegas. How do you feel with a track like that?
Las Vegas was the actual first track that put me on the map. Back when I drove for NR Charter, I was in the
Yep,
99.
that's right. I
No
remember
one,
it now.
no one knew what I could do, except with a sample size of one Phoenix race from the season 16 championship.
Yep.
But then I just had a lot of pace, and I finished second. And people are like, if he keeps this up, maybe he could be something special. And we know how that turned out.
Yeah, for sure. Um,
So I always loved this place, even though it cost me a championship.
yeah, that's true.
Season
Season
19.
19.
Season 19. Thankfully, I don't think it's the champion race this time out.
Nope. I'll get into that. Final race of the year. We're back at Homestead. Homestead, it's been an iffy place to you. You've been fast there. You've never won there though, and that's hard sometimes. But you've gotten really close. I remember was it season 19 where Little Jaw won that first one. You were really, really close to that win. Um, I don't know. I think you could definitely do good. I think this chase aligns pretty well with you. You just got to be on your game.
Yeah. I think this is the one racetrack where I ran the alley car the most, and I gotta get the alley car in the victory lane, man.
I know I need it in Victory
The,
Lane. This Duraflame car
the,
looks really nice though.
yeah, I wish we could have gotten that victory lane today, but anyway, yeah, Homestead is on and off, but it's been leaning towards more positive as of late, which I'm really glad for. I have some good expectations for Homestead, and maybe, and we want to focus on being the winner potentially.
Yeah, for
Uh,
sure. I mean,
depending on how the points go, which I think it can be good here.
I agree. I think you're gonna have a better year than you thought you were gonna have, and I think you're gonna have a better year than you hope to have, which is weird to say. But I think that right now in your mind, I mean, at least from where I'm sitting at, I don't think that you believe in yourself as a championship contender. But the driver that I'm looking at, I really think you are. Um, I think that win's coming. I don't see you going winless. I'll be honest. I don't know if it'll be like the last few years where you just get one. But I do think you'll at least get that one, and that's all that matters.
I
Is
think the
that
main reason I've been so doubtful is because there's been so many races where we're getting like second, third, or have like top two pace, and we're coming just short because of an untimely caution or just unfortunate circumstances. And I think the more and more times I was getting really close and then kind of just short was kind of just like destroying my confidence as a racer. It kept on making me think, do I really have what it takes to win? But I think I can.
well? I mean, it's always good to have faith in yourself. I think you'll do good. I think you have a really good shot. I know Moonlight's busy right now, which is fine. Not really much more I wanted to say tonight. Is there anything you specifically want to talk about?
Um, not not entirely. Just I'm really glad to be where we are. I feel like Bonsai as a whole is gonna start ramping up in my opinion, Zorgo's still gonna be one of the guys to beat. Don't let this don't let this race trick you into thinking he's not gonna be a top three contender the rest of the year. He's still gonna be very much probably the guy to beat.
Yeah,
And we're gonna have to put a lot of effort if we want to do that ourselves. But getting a good race like this definitely helps.
and actually, or just remembered, I'm gonna put the points up on the board. I just want to talk about some people who haven't really been shown this type of speed in seasons past. So I want to congratulate some people. We got to talk about Ryan this season, 10th place in points right now. Really improving that 45 car. I'm excited to see what he can do. But I gotta say, Toast these past few races. She went 3 straight races in a row with 6th place finish. Opens up the chase with a 3rd place finish. 6th place in points after tonight. That is a stellar jump for Speed Motorsports. I mean, what a start. I really don't think anyone thought that any Speed Motorsports driver besides Degraded was going to make the playoffs, and Degraded did. But not once did I think that Toast, even if she made the playoffs, was going to be outperforming Degraded so consistently, and she's outperforming more than just Degraded. She has really improved her speed, and I think Toast, honestly, if she keeps up what she's been doing, I mean, if you set the bottom line at a 6th place finish every week, you're gonna be up there. And a
Yeah,
3rd place finish, that's amazing, and she's been winning stages too. So I don't know. I think we owe the 52 a lot of props here. Uh, I want to talk about Laser. I think Laser gets overlooked a lot because of how little he shows, but what a talent that guy is. Uh, as much as he's been kind of iffy this season, really good job on Roken for the bounce back he's done. He's been kind of rough, but he has really shown some speed despite being a little bit jumpy. Pump has just been really nuts this year. It's kind of surprising to me that he doesn't have a win. He's been really, really fast, especially in qualifying. 3 pulls for that 48 car. Congrats again to, like I said, Degraded 42. Kind of expected him to make the playoffs. Was hoping he'd get a win by now, maybe at Homestead. Everyone kind of expected him. I don't think it's impossible to say that the 42 will get a win. Um, but I don't see him putting up a fight for the championship, personally. I gotta say, congrats to Zach. Obviously the waiver, but what a bounce back for him just to even get in that point spot to be given the waiver. And Kong with the win at Atlanta, always good to see Kong back in victory lane. It's possible he could do some more. And I guess Fun Guy. I mean, what a crazy bounce back he had, from
yeah.
not showing up a lot, and then to where he is now, and now getting the win. That's just an amazing thing.
I mean, for any driver, a win could be considered as a bounce back, but definitely after the season Fun Guy's been having, it's definitely a good bounce back for him,
Yeah, for
especially.
sure. And I'll put this on the board here. This is our power rankings post Homestead last week. We had Zorgo 1, Coop 2, Cameron Bell 3, Vortex 4th, Dino 5th, Jaw 6th, Roken 7th, um, 8th was Moonlight, 9th was Ryan, and 10th was Fun Guy. And Declan did not make the list, but now obviously he hasn't shown up a lot. You haven't shown up quite a bit, so it makes sense. But things will get shaken up if I even get around to making that graphic. But a lot of things have changed. I would really like to put someone else first, but I know that today was just a fluke finish. I still think Zorgo's without a doubt number one,
Or was
and I
it?
don't,
Or was it a fluke?
or was it? But I don't think it's crazy to say that Coop probably would have been fine. I mean, he won Texas last year, so I think it's fine to keep him second. Um, I think we really got to keep looking at Little Jaw this season, though. I think he's improved a lot, and I think he's someone to watch
Fun,
out for.
fun guy should at least be like seventh at the very, very least.
Yeah, it's just hard to say because they haven't shown so much, but like they are definitely in terms of talent, without a doubt. Um, but yeah, congrats on the good finishing tonight, Declan. I think
Hmm.
we're gonna call this one a wraps. I know Moonlight's not here. Sucks that he had to miss the back half here. Um, without further ado, though, you guys, this has been Burnout Breakdown. Once again, I was joined by guest Declan and Moonlight, so thank you two for coming. Um, we'll see you
Yeah, of
guys
course.
next race. Likely gonna try and do one Thursday. I think I'll have Cameron Bell on the show and possibly someone else. So we'll see what happens. Thank you guys for coming, and good luck in the chase.
Yep.